Hey y'all, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. I am Samore. Definitely make sure you go ahead, you subscribe, you turn on your post notifications. We're gonna be reviewing Crazy in Love with Chrisean Rock and Blueface. We'll see how this goes. You know, we started something new, checking it out, seeing if you guys like it or not, what you guys think about it. I'm definitely interested to hear what you guys have to say. So yeah, I mean, from what they started off with, the whole beginning of everything, it was like, well, this is a journey, flaws and all. Okay, so yeah, we already knew that it was gonna be I already was prepared. I knew it was gonna be crazy. I knew there was gonna be some stuff going down, but I didn't know what was gonna be going down, but I knew it was gonna be entertaining regardless. I'm definitely excited for for Baddies West that's gonna be coming up. And definitely subscribe, y'all, if y'all haven't subscribed to my channel yet. So yeah, they was playing a little game, a boundary game or whatever. Put your fingers down, if you never did this or if you did that. And I mean, they were both talking crazy the whole time. I mean, it just seemed like they was both intoxicated. She was saying that she became a criminal because she was with him. She also mentioned the fact but he was like, what about that charge that you had, because she has a drug charge under her belt. And she was like, that's because I took the rap for somebody else. And I'm like, why would you take the rap for somebody else? Like, damn, you want some Lil' Kim status out here in these streets. Like, what you doing, girl? I don't know. Like, what is it that you feel like it's okay for you to go to jail and you to get the hot seat over somebody else? Like, why is somebody else who actually did something wrong, his life more valuable than your own? What is it? I mean, I don't know if it was a family member. I don't know who exactly it was, but I feel like she said it was her ex. So I don't understand why you would put yourself in that position for somebody, and not even together anymore at that. I'm not sure if she said it was her ex, but I kind of feel like she did. But anyway, he was just like, well, why, that's because I wouldn't put you in that type of predicament or that type of situation. So yeah, I mean, the game, it didn't seem much like a game. It just seemed like it was causing tension and controversy. So yeah, she literally, when they did the game too, another thing that came up was like fighting and stuff like that. And she said something about she would literally beat up her father for him, which I feel like that's going to happen in the next episode based on how everything ended. But yeah, I mean, everything was just weird. They had like a fake wedding at the first store. This was like Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week. So that was another thing that was going down. And she literally started busting down, like she was crying for a fake wedding with no shirt on, with a fur in the first store. Like, make it make sense, honey. I mean, it was just like, I'm like, she literally has to have something going on. I mean, and it's funny, but not funny at the same time because, I do have a compassionate side and I feel like she has borderline personality disorder. It could be mixed with other things as well, but I do feel like that's part of what she has, because it can definitely be something that can be very intense. You're very clingy. You can also want to kill somebody. Like your emotions run high. You can just get really out of control. You can become defiant. Also, not really want to follow authority figures and just kind of rebel, and just it's so much that's involved with it. So I do feel like that's one thing that she may have, but it could be a comorbidity of other things as well. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, at one point, Blueface, they was doing like, a little runway walk practice and stuff like that. And Blueface, he did his little signature move that he be doing, that Blueface, baby, that little fondle up yourself thing that he be doing, that little move. And she was not feeling it at all. Like, she called him out. She said he was doing too much because he was like, kind of like fondling up himself. She was like, why you playing with my dick? Like, why you doing that? And she was just getting real mad. She was like, you're doing the most for the cameras. You're acting like somebody else for the cameras. Like, she has no chill. It's like when you out with your mom and, you do something wrong and your mom just starts woofing on you and you just like, oh, we're outside, can we wait till we get inside for this? And she's just like, I don't give a. I've definitely been there because I don't put my hands on my son, but when he was younger and he did something wrong, I would go off. And he would just be like, because he gets so embarrassed, but he knew not to do it again because I let him know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even have to put my hands on him. I did it with my voice, you know? But yeah, that's kind of like what she was doing. That was like the example of how that went down. So she was just like, you don't even act like that, you know? And they was just, I'm like, it must be really hard to work with them because it's like, it goes from hot to cold so quick, and you really have to kind of feel the vibrations as you're going along, because sometimes you don't know with her, from what I'm gathering, is if she's joking or if she's not. You know, they had like a what you call it, they had a media thing that they had, like an interview, and that was kind of like, ooh, you know, it was like you wasn't really sure if she was getting upset or if she was chill or what it was. Like some of the people that was there, they was just kind of like, you know, giving that face like, oh my God, like what is this? This is a clown show. Like this is dumb right now. I mean, they showed a scene where they was in the hotel and she goes under the covers and they're literally like, I'm like, what is going on here? Like, this is really, okay. This is really a lot. They definitely have no chill. Like, yeah. During the interview, there was one point where he said, where he was talking about their relationship and stuff like that and how do you guys feel about it. There was one point where she said, you know, he said like she was dating me, but I wasn't dating her. I'm like, oh my God, that's terrible. That's like literally is making you look like you're obsessed with him, because if somebody's not giving you clear, like we're not together, or if you just don't want to accept it, I mean, that could be it too. But if he's not really telling you like we're not together and he's just doing him, then yeah, that's messed up. Like, and that's the crazy thing about sometimes people do in relationships, is like they've already made their way out, they've already started seeing somebody else, but they didn't go ahead and tell the person that is with them or that lives with them or whatever, know that they've already started doing their own thing. So you're pretty much cheating, you know? If one person thinks that you're still in it because you were in it and you just snuck your way out without saying anything, then yeah, you're pretty much cheating. But there was another scene they showed following that where Krishan's sister, I think her name was Tessa or Tasha. I couldn't really tell. I think she said, at first it started off sounding like Tasha, then later on it sounded like Tessa. So I don't know. But she pulled up to see her, prayed for her, and Krishan started crying again. And then from there they went in the Sprinter. She met Blue. I mean, the whole hug seems so forced and fake to me. Like, it was one of those, hey, you know, where you don't really want to do it, but you just try to save face real quick because you don't want to be rude. That was the energy that I was getting. Maybe she just didn't want his energy. She knows, like, about the evil spirits and all of that because she was praying hard, honey. She was praying hard. But then she was sitting there, but I guess they said that she got a call from the family, and then she ended up getting off the bus. So Krishan was going off on, I think it was her mom, because she's like, oh, Tessa was on the car on the Sprinter, then y'all called her and told her to get off, and you know, she went off, like off, and I'm just like, how did y'all deal with this? Like, I could just imagine her getting in so much trouble. Like, I don't see how you could even control a child like that. I could just imagine her getting in so many things growing up, you know? And I guess now she feels like she has something where it's more stable. She has a family. So that's why she wants to really hold on to it, which is with Blueface and, you know, the whole club that he has and all that stuff. But yeah, she was done. she was upset. She was like screaming in the car, in the phone. I thought she was going to break her phone, because I know when I've gotten mad, I've definitely wanted to break my phone. Once or twice I actually have, you know. Luckily it didn't break for the most part, but yeah, you know, when that rage sets in, you never know what's going to happen. So yeah, she was definitely like super mad, and she ended up taking somebody's car. You know, they're like, no, get back in the van. Like, no, she was like, no, I'm out of here. Like, Blueface was like, see, that's real TV right there, because like nobody knew she was gonna do that. I don't know whose car she took. I don't know if it was security or whoever, but it was somebody's car, and she just was out. Like, it looked like in the coming attractions from what they showed, she came back for Blue, and then she almost hit somebody and she was out again. Like, when you're dysregulated like that, you are not supposed to be driving a vehicle. You should not be doing anything that could harm others or yourself. and she's like doing everything wrong. But yeah, this is going to be a doozy for sure. Let me know what y'all think about this first episode. We'll see if we'll continue on with this series, but we're definitely going to be doing baddies coming up whenever it starts. All right, thanks so much, you guys. I'll see you guys on Tuesday for Black Ink Crew. Laters.